Welcome back. It's the Sports Zone, Wichita Falls ISD. I am Scott Hafley, the athletic director. I have got a special today. We are in the bye week of this 2021 football season. We are highlighting the Rider Raiders, the 5-0 Rider Raiders. Welcome, Coach Bendel, Anquan Willis, Coleman Bledsoe. Coach Bendel, congratulations. You're 5-0 for the first time in your career. How does that feel?
It feels really good. The kids have put in a lot of work. You know, we're competitors, so anytime you line up to play a game, you want to win them all. Going into the bye week, our goal was to continue to improve. And if anybody knows that your record does not matter in non-district, it's Rider. And we've been 1-4 and gone to the state semis. We were 3-1 last year. We've been 2-3. So it was great to be 5-0, but these guys understand, especially these guys. They've been on varsity for 2 years, and they understand. Non-district is about getting better, and then it starts completely over, and now our record's 0-0. So,
cool. Well, that's great. Well, it's been fun. I got to see you guys play 3 times, all there at home, and so 3 great games, had huge crowds, really exciting. Anquan, tell us, looking at the first 5 games, okay, what stands out about the team so far to you?
I feel like we execute on offense, and I feel like our defense, they come out and do what we practice to do.
Okay. Coleman, now you're on the defensive side of the ball, play linebacker. What stands out to you looking back at the first 5 games?
Our effort. Even though we don't always play the cleanest, we definitely play the hardest.
Well, so I loved watching you guys against Midlothian, stopping the triple option. Yeah, you're already shaking your head because it's no fun to play against, is it? I coached in that offense 2 different times, once when I was a GA and once as a head coach. We ran it for 2 years. Tell everybody what makes defending the triple option so difficult.
The cut block.
The cut block. And how many days after the Midlothian game did it take before your knees stopped hurting?
The next week.
It was the next week, yeah. Now, Anquan, so everyone knows you're the running back, but you also flip over and play some defensive end. So tell us about that. What do you like about playing defensive end?
It just feels more easier. Like when you have speed, it's easier to get past big linemen.
Yeah.
So
What's your favorite move to use an offensive lineman?
I don't even use moves.
You just go?
Just go.
That's a speed rush.
Speed rush.
There you go. You tell them, I'm a speed rusher.
Speed rusher.
Do you use your hands? You try to rip when they put their hands on you, or you just beat them?
Just beat them.
You just go. All right. Now, what about playing running back? All right. So, y'all got a couple of running backs that you rotate in, so it's not like you're the only guy carrying the ball. But when you get the football, what's going through your mind?
The end zone.
The end zone? I like that very confident answer right there. Who's the running backs coach?
Coach Hearn.
All right. And so what does he tell you when you get the football?
Keep my pads low and follow my holes.
So that sounds like a good running backs coach. He's not telling you too much.
Yeah, not too much.
No. So when all the good running backs I ever coached, I told the running backs coach, don't say anything. It's like as long as they know which direction to go, you just let them go and don't worry about it. But now Coleman, on the other side of the ball, there's a lot going on. So especially defending today's offense, when you're not defending the triple option and you're playing a spread team with the run pass options that you're having to defend, tell our viewers, all 25 million of them that are watching today, tell them what goes through your mind when the ball is snapped.
Not very much. It's just take the read step and then get back for the pass.
Okay. What's a read step? We got people out there that don't know what a read step is.
Just step forward and hesitate so you don't false step and then get back.
Where are your eyes at when the ball's snapped?
The backfield.
You're on the backfield. So you're reading backfield, you're reading the quarterback, you're reading his eyes, his motion. What do your coaches tell you to do?
I read guards.
You're reading the guards. So guard pulls, how do you react?
Go with him. He takes his gap.
The guard takes you where?
To the other side.
There you go. It takes you to the ball, right? Coach Bendel, is that fair to say?
yeah, sometimes. We've had a couple times this year where we've run GT and both guards have pulled into each other, and so sometimes it doesn't work.
Well,
but it's okay. I've seen that on Saturday, and I saw it like a week ago on a Sunday, so I'm not that. I don't feel that bad about us.
No, you know what? That's why you have non-district games. We won't do that during our district schedule.
No,
we'll have the right guards pulling every time we snap the football. Now, Coleman, you've got one of the least favorite jobs of any player on a football team. You are the deep snapper.
Yes.
All right. How long have you been deep snapping?
Since I was a sophomore.
All right. So you've got a couple years under your belt. You do it for punts, field goals, extra points. You do it for all three?
Yes, sir.
Who taught you how to deep snap?
Our DN coach.
Your defensive ends coach. And what advice did he give you when you started deep snapping?
Don't snap it over his head.
That's excellent advice for making sure your coaches don't lose their jobs, right? So that's awesome. So what do you when you line up and you know you got to fire it back there and you're backed up, your punter's standing on the 1 yard line. What do you think about?
Don't snap it over his head.
Don't snap it over his head. All right.
That's good.
Well, you've done a great job. I haven't seen any problems with the snaps from sitting up in the press box, so you've got plenty of practice at it. You're doing a good job. Don't let anything that we talked about here get in your head. Just keep firing the ball back there as hard as you can, all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, there's a special formation that Ryder's famous for. Coach Bendel, what is our special formation that we like to get into?
We like to get into the box sometimes. Coleman likes to, it might be 4th and 13,
And
he
he's
likes
yelling-
to suggest us that we get in the box, which is the single wing.
Explain to everybody what, because I get this all the time. People are like, what's that weird formation they get into where everyone's lined up? What is that?
Right, so it's the single wing. It's an old school offensive formation that really the Coyotes back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s won a bunch of state championships running, and even Ryder ran it in the 60s and 70s with Bub Deerenwater, James Vanderslice, and so back in, I guess, 2008, 2009, Lindy Welborn was a coach at Ryder, and we put it back in as kind of a goal line package. And since that time, we've continued to use it, and it's won us some football games, just having that as a complete 180 change up to our normal offense that defenses have to prepare for. Now, sometimes they do a good job and they shut it down, and then other times you can tell they're not prepared for it, and that's when we stick with it a little more. So,
All right, now, Coleman, your job in the box is the spinner. Tell everybody what that means.
I just faked the spin and handed it to Anquan. That's all I can say.
You know what I love most about that? This is not a selfish group of kids. He's like, I'm giving the ball to Anquan, and we're going to go score. That's my job. That's awesome. So now, what's your favorite, Anquan? What formation is your favorite to run the football out of?
Probably spread.
You want to be in the spread? Why?
It just feels more.
It just feels good,
Yeah,
feels
it feels
natural.
good. Feels
You
natural.
get in the box and everybody's looking at you, right?
Right.
Everybody's close to you. All the bad guys are close. You get in the spread, the bad guys spread out. You can make them miss.
Yeah, more room to run.
All right, what's your favorite run that you've made this year?
Limo.
Limo? What's limo?
Limo's outside zone.
Okay.
Outside zone, so he likes to run. He likes to get on the edge, and there's sometimes we put him at quarterback and just snap it directly to him, and then let him run. So,
All right, Coleman, what's your favorite? I'm assuming you get to blitz.
No.
No, you don't. They make you drop in. What's your favorite defensive call to hear then?
Oh, when we get in Texas, I get to drop out to receivers.
So it's the bye week, guys. It's a chance to catch your breath, have a little fun. I want to hear the funniest story you've got on Coach Bendel. All right?
So we beat Odessa like 2 weeks ago, and when the lineman got down on the 3, Coach Bendel stuck his arms up, and he did high knees out to like the 20-yard line.
Can you show me what that looked like?
Can we do it together?
no, you can
Come on,
definitely
let's
do
see.
it.
I want to see the Coach Bendel high knees.
He gets up, and he throws his arms up, and he runs down the field.
I was excited. That was a great game.
That was a fun
We
game.
overcame a lot of adversity, a lot of it self-inflicted adversity, but I was just so happy for these guys because these guys, coming into the season, there was a lot of doubts for these guys, and they've answered the bell every single time, every single game, and I don't know. At that moment, I was just real excited and happy for them, and I guess that's my happy dance.
I hope we see it a lot
I do
more.
too.